game starts, I'll hand you back to the studio. We on? Winton going on. Right, there's the Winton side taking the field, led out by their captain coach, Alan Johnson. Barcaldine side led out by their captain coach, Roy Costello. Your referee, as I said, Tom Hall. Should be a good hard game today. Barcaldine so far in the 1986 season undefeated. Winton the second team in the competition on 8 points. So Winton will be out, no doubt. They add 2 points to their list, and Barcaldine will be out to keep their unbeaten record intact for the 86 season. There are a few out of the Barcaldine side, but all in all it's a pretty strong side, and they should be fairly hard to beat in today's game. Winton side, it looks like it might have a few out too by the team I can see here on paper. A few of the regular faces missing out of the side. Looks like Barcaldine have won the toss and elected to defend the showground or racecourse end. The Winton kicking off will defend the hospital end for the first 40 minutes. A slight southwesterly blowing across the field shouldn't create any problems for either side. No side's really got the advantage of the wind. Yeah, Johnson's about to set this ball. Right, there's the whistle to start the game. Johnson moves in to put Burt the ball, kicks it deep down into Barcaldine in goal area. Brett Williams, the fullback, underneath it. He takes it, runs it out into the field of play. He makes it out about 8 metres before he's put down. He'll get up and play the ball back. He plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Lyle Ballerson coming the blind. Ballerson makes it out about 18 metres before he's put down the fairly heavy tackle by Shane Mann. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Comes back to Blucher, the front row. He bumps off one player, runs into another Winton player in their lock forward in Sullivan, and he's held up. He plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Brett Harvey, the 5'8". He puts the ball deep down towards the halfway line. Ball running into the Winton half now, chased by the Barcaldine forwards, but picked up by a Winton player there in number 9, that's Laffin. He'll get up and play it back. Barcaldine inside the 5, said referee Hall. First penalty of the game goes to Winton for offside play from Barcaldine. Johnson, no doubt, will kick for touch on the outer side. No, he's going to have a go at 2 points. He's indicated the referee. I think I can put this over. So, first penalty of the match, an attempted goal by the Winton coach, Johnson. It's about 4 or 5 metres inside Barcaldine territory, not too far to the right-hand side of the uprights. Pretty strong kicker, this fellow, so there's a possibility he could add 2 points to start this game. He round the corner kicker. Got the ball set, he's eyeing the post. Moving in for his kick. Boot to ball, it's high in the air, it's a strong, long kick. It looks pretty good from here. No, it's gone just wide. Taken in the in goal by Williams. He runs it out again. He runs around one. He runs into the 5'8" from Winton, that's Dowling. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. It comes away again to Ballerson. Ballerson breaks out of the tackle of the Winton hooker, Fogarty, and he's tackled right on the 22-metre line by Purcell. Gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Inside the 5, Winton. We see a penalty go to Barcaldine, about 30 metres out from the Barcaldine line. Harvey to put the ball out. He kicks high and wide. It's out, well in Winton territory, about... Oh, no, it's not. It's only about a metre inside Winton territory. There we go. Harvey to take the second kick. Running hard onto it is the coach, Costello. He runs straight ahead, runs into a couple of Winton defenders and is put down. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets the ball away to Thompson, the halfback. He gets it away to Mott running outside him, and Mott's put down on the cricket pitch pretty well right on the halfway line. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Harvey. The ball goes out to Thompson. Thompson gets it away to the lock Ballerson and lock forward and Ballerson. He's put down over there by Tyrone Purcell. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it on to Thompson. Thompson on to Brett Harvey. On to Big Paddy Arthur, the centre. He runs into the Winton lock forward and And the second row, that's Sullivan and Lappin, and he's tackled. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey decides to go on his own. Runs into one Winton defender, and Shane Mann over the top to put him to ground. Number 12, the Fogarty from Winton, wouldn't get off the tackle player, so it's a free kick to Bar Calden. Looks like Hoff might be called up here to have a go at 2 points. It's pretty well on the halfway line. Yes, he's indicated he's going to have a go. Probably 3 or 4 metres inside Winton territory. Straight in front, right in centre field. So if he can get the length, he should. He's kicking into a slight southwester, so he'll have to allow for that. Should carry the ball away a bit to the left-hand upright. Yeah, Hoff's got this ball set. He moves back. Another round the corner kicker. Moves in, boot to ball. It's pretty high, pretty straight. It looks pretty good from here. No, just outside the left-hand upright. He didn't allow enough for that wind. The ball's gone into touch, so we'll come back and start with a 22-metre drop out. You see Johnson has this ball for the drop out. Right, Johnson moves out, drops the ball, drops it deep. Right back to Hoff, the Winton, Bar Calden full-back. He tries to stop the ball with his feet. It runs back to within a couple of metres of his goal line. He finally drops it over the goal line, makes it out 1 or 2 metres. He's tackled there by the Winton second rower in Lappin. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Mott. Mott decides to have a run. He runs into Fogarty, the hooker, and the lock forward in Sullivan. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Lyle Balderson coming up the blind. He bumps off right, but he's put down by Fogarty, the hooker, right on the 22-metre line. Get up and plays it back to Harvey. Goes on to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey kicks again downfield. Winton winger in Lenton going back for this ball. You see Pear dives on the ball. He loses the ball. It's picked up by Searles for Bar Calden, and he's tackled there by the Winton fullback in Solomon. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Harvey. It comes on to Thompson, on to Harvey. And Harvey, the fullback out there, gives it away to Joey Hoff. Hoff stops as Winton come in to tackle him, loses the ball. Picked up by a Winton player. Looks like it could be Mann. Yes, it is Shane Mann. He's held up there by Costello, the Bar Calden coach. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it. Comes away to right on the blind side. Right's tackled there by Tommy Mott over the top underneath Coco Wilson. He'll get up and play it back to Solomon. No, it wasn't Solomon at all. It was the hooker in Fogarty. He got the ball away to another Winton player. I couldn't see who it was, but he's tackled with the ball just inside Winton territory. Gets up and plays it back. Plays it to the hooker in Fogarty. Gets away to his brother. Onto the 5'8" in Dowling. Away to Purcell. Purcell picks up the crumbs for the knock-on, but the ref calls him back, so we'll see a scrum pack just inside Winton territory for the knock-on by Winton. It's Thompson to feed this scrum. The scrum packs again. Thompson puts it in. Thompson takes it out, gets it away to Brett Harvey. Harvey held up over there by his opposite number in Dowling. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Thompson. Thompson gets it away to Lyle Balderson. Straight up the middle goes Balderson. Into the centre in Patterson. He's held up there. He'll play it back to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson gets it out to Costello. Costello gets the ball onto Blucher. Blucher gets it onto Searles. Straight over the sideline. Bad pass, round about Searles' ankles. So another scrum to pack down. About 20 metres out from Winton try line. Winton half-back in Fogarty to feed this scrum. Fogarty puts it in. It's quickly won by Bar Calden, picked up by Searles. Searles is quickly dived upon by Fogarty coming around. He'll get up and play it back to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey runs round Fogarty, gets out of that tackle, but he can't get out of the second tackle, and he's held up there. He gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets the ball away out wide to Costello. Costello gets it away to Mott. Mott's put down by Boo-Boo Man just inside the 22-metre line. Knock on, said referee Hall, so another scrum to pack down, right on the 22-metre line, just about in centre field. Their Winton ball into the scrum. It goes into Winton, out the same tunnel, said the referee, so we'll see it pack again. Fogarty puts it in, quickly won by Winton again. Fogarty comes away with it, he comes to blind, he gets the ball away to Solomon coming up from full back into the back line, but he's quickly put down there by Joey Hoff. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it back to the hooker. He get up, play it back to the full-back Solomon up there, gets it away to Johnson. Johnson kicks downfield straight into the arms of Brett Williams. Brett Williams decides to have a run. He runs it back to the halfway before he's held up. Ball pinched off him in the tackle, rightly so. A penalty to Bar Calden. Harvey kicks for touch, finds touch to about halfway between the halfway and the 22-metre line on the grandstand side of the field. Hoff goes in to take the second kick. Hoff takes it, he runs up, he's put down there by the Winton second row, number 10 right. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets the ball to Costello. Costello on to Blucher coming up on the blind, but Blucher's quickly set up on and put down by two Winton defenders. He gets up and plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Thompson, the half-back. He's tackled out there by the Winton hooker in Fogarty. He'll get up and play it back to Brett Harvey, the 5'8". Brett Harvey plays it, gets it away to Paddy Arthur. A long pass to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson quickly set up on by Patterson, the Winton centre, out there and put down on the 22-metre line. He gets up, plays it back, comes on to Tommy Mott. Mott makes a good run upfield before he's held up. One of the tacklers is right for Winton. He plays it back to Harvey. Harvey away to Brett Harvey, the 5'8". He puts the bomb up. It's up high. It hasn't gained much ground. It's coming down again. Winton, 5'8", I think it was, Dowling took that ball. He'll play it back. He plays it to the hooker in Fogarty, and Fogarty makes it out about halfway between the 22 and the halfway line before he's put down. He plays it back to the lock forward. Lock forward gets it away to Cairns. Cairns leaves the ball behind, quickly picked up by Blackjack Thompson. Thompson makes it back to the 22 before he's put down there in a ball and all tackle by Tyrone Purcell. Plays to Paddy Arthur. It comes on to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson dummies outside to Anderson. Steps back inside. Untouched. He's going to go over and put it down about 5 metres outside the uprights. A good try to Barcall. A nice dummy sold there by Lyle Balderson. Showed the ball to him. Dummy to Johnny Anderson. Went himself. Searles was backing him up, but he come back inside and scored a nice try about 5 metres out from the uprights. So after approximately 10 minutes of play in the first half, Barcaldine 4, Winton 0. We see Hoff setting this ball ready for the attempted conversion. Should be a pretty simple kick, this one. A good start to play for Barcaldine. That was quite a good try to Balderson. He could see that Anderson and Searles both covered. He dummied, come back inside. Yes, Hoff's got this ball set now. Moves in. There it is. 2 points. 6. Barcaldine 6. Winton 0. About 11 minutes of play in the first half in this encounter at the Barcaldine Showground. Here you are. Joey Hoff, the Barcaldine winger, has scored 100 points this season. They'd nearly all be with the boot. I think he's only scored a couple of tries, but good effort, Joey Hoff. Big thing when you've got a reliable kicker. Johnson kicks off. The ball comes to Mott, the second row. He knocks on about 2 metres outside the 22-metre line. So a scrub to pack down 10 metres in from touch for the knock-on. Scrum packs down. It's a Winton ball out of the scrum. Fogarty takes it out, gets it away to Eddie Cairns, the winger, coming across from the blind side. He's put down on the 22-metre line by Brett Harvey. He'll get up and play it back. He comes out the blind side again, the Winton player. He's held up there. He'll play it back to Fogarty. It was the lock forward in Sullivan. He gets it away to Fogarty, the Lappin, the second row. He'll get up and play it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to the half-back in Fogarty, who knocks it on trying to pick it up. So it's another scrum to pack down about 12 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. Thompson puts it in. Thompson takes it out. Straight out the same tunnel, said referee Hall. We'll have that one again. Thompson puts it in. It'll be a Barcaldine scrum win here. Yes, Thompson's quickly held up by his opposite number in Fogarty in the second rower in right. He plays it back to Brett Harvey, the 5'8". He breaks it out to the 22-metre line before he's put down by Fogarty, the hooker. He gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Harvey onto Costello, onto Tom Mott running hard. He makes it out just over the 22-metre line. He's held up there in the fourth tackle by Boo Boo Man. He plays it back to Harvey. It comes on to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Greg Wilson. Greg Wilson runs into a fairly solid low tackle from the Winton halfback. He'll get up and play it back to Blucher. On to Thompson, on to Harvey. Harvey dummies. Gets the ball away to big Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it out wide to Darren Searles. He's got Johnny Anderson with him. And he steps around the Winton fullback Solomon. He's going to score right between the posts. There's no doubt about this one. There's a second try to Barcaldine. And after 14 minutes of play, Barcaldine lead 10 points to 0. A nice dummy there from Brett Harvey. Got the ball away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur, a long cut-out pass, cutting out Johnny Anderson. Got away to Darren Searles on the wing. He had only the fullback to beat. And stepped right around Solomon, the fullback, and scored between the posts. After 15 minutes of play, Barcaldine leading 10 points to 0. When we see players like David Kerrigan not in this side to come back, and Phil Burley, the way they're playing, you wonder whether they're going to slot them in. Maybe Kerrigan and Burley might have to fight their way back through the reserve grade. Be very interesting to see. And Hoff's got this ball set right in the centre of the crossbar, only about 10 metres out from the goal line. Should be a pretty easy kick and a pretty easy 2 points. Put Burt to ball, yeah, 2 points, no mistake. Straight over the red dot. Barcaldine 12, Winton 0 after 15 minutes of play in the first half. Now Johnson, the Winton captain, brings this ball back, sets it on the halfway line. Runs in, kicks deep, right down centre field. Over the dead ball line on the full, that one went. So we'll see a penalty to Barcaldine on the halfway line. Very long kick, but just over the dead ball line on the full. A free kick to Barcaldine right in centre field. There's a ball coming in now from the sideline. Harvey, the hooker, to take a tap here on the halfway line. He takes that tap. He decides to run out himself. He runs into Johnson, the Winton coach. He puts him down about 6 metres in Winton territory. Gets up and plays it back to Costello. On to Thompson, on to Tommy Mott. He runs hard. Breaks straight through the middle. He's only got the fullback to beat. He runs to the fullback. He had 2 men outside him, but he couldn't get that ball out. Played back to Searles. Searles makes it up to about 5 metres out before he's put down. He'll get up and play it back to Mott. Plays it to Mott. It comes on to Thompson. From Thompson it comes on to Harvey, on to Brett Harvey, the 5'8". He props, goes back the other way. He gets the ball away to... forward pass, yes, I thought it was. On to John Anderson. The forward pass, wasn't it? It was to Coco Wilson, the second rower. And Coco quickly got down to Searles, but a forward pass. So we see a penalty to Winton, just outside their goal line, about 5 metres in the field of play. Johnson kicks for touch on the outer side. He finds touch right on the 22-metre line. Winton will come up, take the second kick. Yes, Linton takes the second kick. He runs up. He runs into the hooker in Harvey and the front rower in Costello. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it back to Fogarty. He gets it on to right, looks like right, the second rower. He's held up there. He played back to Fogarty, the hooker. Fogarty goes to blind. He goes in his own. He beats one tackle. He tackle a Ballison, but he doesn't beat Coco Wilson's tackle. He gets up and decides to run then, and he's put down again by Coco Wilson. So we see a punch thrown there from that Winton hooker in Fogarty, captain in Johnson. Referee's called time out while he talks to Johnson, the Winton coach. I think he'd be telling him, right, I tell them to keep their hands down or you won't be here very long. We'll see Fogarty, the Winton hooker, play this ball pretty well on the halfway line. He plays it back to Johnson. Johnson gets it on to Fogarty, the halfback. He stands, props, got nowhere to run. He finally held up there by Costello, gets it away to Johnson. Johnson gets it on to Dowling, the five. No, it's not. It's Sullivan, the lock forward, and Sullivan's put down about 10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. He'll get up and play it back, plays it to Fogarty. Fogarty to Johnson. Johnson kicks, finds touch too, right on the 22-metre line. Land about half a metre inside the sideline before it bounced into touch. As he scrummed the pack down right on the 22-metre line. As Barcaldine ball in, looks like it'll be a Barcaldine ball out. Quickly away to Harvey. Harvey gets it on to Big Paddy Arthur, on to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson runs to his winger, gets the ball away to Searles down the sideline again. He steps around Tyrone Purcell, and he's nicely tackled by the Winton fullback in Solomon over there. He gets up and plays it back to Anderson, and gets away to Paddy Arthur. He juggled it, held it, got it away to Thompson. Thompson's held up there by an offside Winton player in their captain in Johnson. So we'll see a penalty to Barcaldine. Just inside Winton half, Harvey kicks for touch on the outer side. He finds touch too, just inside the 22-metre line. The second kick to be taken there by the hooker in Harvey. He takes a second. He gets it away to nobody. He stands, ballless, and runs past him. Past it to nobody. Decides to go. Makes about 1 metre before he's put down. He'll get up and play it back to Ballerson. Ballerson gets it away to Mott. Mott runs hard, but he's held up there. One of the tacklers was Johnson, the Winton front rower. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Harvey. Harvey to Blucher. Blucher reverses play to Ballerson. Ballerson knocked it back, but the referee said a knock on over there, so we'll see a scrum pack down right on the 22-metre line, about 15 metres in from the outer touch line. Winton ball in. It looks like it could be a Winton ball out too. Yes, a Winton ball out. Taken out by Fogarty. He goes to blind. He's quickly set up on there by the Winton winger in Searles. He'll get up and play it back. He gets it away to a Winton second rower in Laughlin. He'll get up and play it back. Goes to Johnson. Johnson runs into Tommy Mott. Mott holds him, struggles him to the ground. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Fogarty. From Fogarty, it comes on the right, the second rower for Winton. He loses the ball when he runs into Paddy Anderson, dived on by Ballerson, I think it was, for Barcaldine. He gets up, no, it was Coco Wilson. He gets up, plays it to Ballerson. Ballerson gets it away to Costello. Costello gets it on to Blucher. Blucher's got Searles inside him. Searles takes a nice pass there and then throws a silly pass, picked up by a Winton player, and finally goes on to the Winton fullback in Solomon. He's put down on the 22-metre line. Plays it back to Johnson, the Winton coach. He runs across, gets the ball away to Purcell. Purcell breaks out of a pretty feeble tackle, runs into the tackle of Joe Hopp, and he's put down about 10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Get up and play it back to Johnson. Johnson runs, gets the ball away to Fogarty, the hooker. He's put down by his opposite number in Harvey. He'll get up and play it about 15 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Plays it to Dowling. Dowling gets it away to the lock forward, who loses the ball to the tackle. Thompson picks it up, gets it away to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it away to Searles out wide. Searles is nicely tackled there by Fogarty, the fullback, going across in cover defence. The Searles will get up and play it back. He gets up, plays it back to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it on to Blucher. Straight up the middle goes Blucher, the front rower. He's held up there by the second rowers in right and left. And he'll play it back to Fogarty, Harvey. No one wants it. No Barcaldine players running onto it. Harvey's finally tackled and loses about 2 metres in the play of the ball. He plays it to Mott. Mott gets it away to Blackjack Thompson. On to Costello. Costello gets it away to Searles again. Searles nowhere to move this time. He's held up over on the far side by Linton, his opposite number. Plays it back to Costello. Costello gets it away to Ballerson. Ballerson puts a little kick over the top. Solomon come racing through. So does Brett Harvey. Picked up by Brett Harvey. Goes away to Joe Hoff. Hoff's heading for the corner. Yes, and a try to Barcaldine scored there in the corner by Joe Hoff, about a metre in from the grandstand touchline. A valiant attempt by the Winton second rower, laughing to get over and cut him off, but the field was too open. Hoff had too much room to move, and he scored about a metre in from the grandstand touchline. So Barcaldine go to a lead of 16 points to nil after about 22 minutes play in the first half. Somewhere around where they were last week against Longreach in the first half, 16-0, which was the half-time score. So we'll see Hoff set this ball just outside the 22-metre line, about a metre and a half, 2 metres in from the grandstand touchline. Barcaldine are playing much better football in this half than Winton. They're throwing the ball around a lot more. Hoff's got this ball set now. He moves back. Moves in, puts boot to ball. It looks pretty good in the air too. Yes, it's fell in just inside the left-hand upright, so Barcaldine go to a lead of 18 points to nil after 23 minutes in the first half. Very good kick, that one from Hoff. He allowed for the wind. He struck it nicely and straight over. Once again, we see Johnson, the Winton front rower, bring this ball back for the kick-off. He's got the ball set, moves back, kicks the ball deep. It comes down to Balderson, goes over Balderson's shoulder and into touch about 2 centimetres from the grandstand, from the Barcaldine try line. Yeah, very good kick. A bad mistake by Barcaldine, lock forward and winger not covering the sideline. They're standing too deep infield. They should be covering the sideline. It's easy to run forward and take a ball and try to back up. So it'll be a Winton feed to this scrum. Right, we want a lot of weight here from Barcaldine if they're going to win this one. Right, we see Fogarty put it in. It looks like Fogarty will take it out too. No, it's a Barcaldine ball. Kicked back by a Barcaldine second row when the scrum twisted. Played by Thompson, taken out by Lyle Balderson. He's held up there by the front rower in Johnson and the lock forward in Sullivan. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it to Harvey. Harvey gets it to Mott. Mott runs hard. He runs into right over the top. Underneath there's the lock forward in Sullivan. He'll get up, play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Brett Harvey. He kicks across field. Lenton's looking into the sun for it. It's nicely taken by Lenton too, but he's held by the leg by Searles. He gets the ball back inside to the other centre in Patterson. Patterson's put down about 15, 20 metres out from Barcaldine try line. Tyrone Purcell up at dummy half. He decides to have a run on his own, but he's held up about 6 metres out. Nice. Underneath was Brett Harvey. Over the top was Moses Harvey, the hooker. He plays it back. It comes through the 5'8" onto Solomon, the Boo-Boo Anderson, onto Eddie Kern, the Winton winger, and he scores about 10 centimetres inside the outside touchline. So Winton have put their first points on the board via Eddie Kearns, the little winger. So Barcaldine lead 18 points to 4 after something like 26 minutes of play into the first half. Might be half a metre in from the sideline, this one. It's a pretty hard kick for Johnson, but the bit of wind that is blowing from behind him, so it should assist him a little bit. If Johnson's got this ball set on, he about 330 centimetres in from the touchline. Moves back, sights the posts off, moves in, puts the ball high, but he hasn't got the legs, so after the kick, which was unsuccessful, Barcaldine lead 18 points to 4. 28 minutes gone in the first half at Barcaldine Showground. Hoff will run this ball up for the kick-off. And Hoff's got the ball set. He moves in, puts it deep into Winton territory, right down near the goal line, taken nicely there by Linton. Linton decides to run it out. He runs to about 20 metres out before he's put down by Searles. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Fogarty. It comes onto the second row in right. Wright's put down about 30 metres out from the try line. He gets up, plays the ball back to Fogarty. Fogarty sends it the other way to Laffin by the look of it, and Laffin's held up there. He'll play it back to Johnson. Johnson gets the ball onto Boo Boo Man. He's held up right on the halfway line. He'll get up, play it back to Johnson. Johnson gets it away to Wright, the second row. He runs into 2 or 3 Barcaldine defenders, and he's put over just inside Barcaldine territory on the 5th tackle. Plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it onto the 5'8", and Dowling a little kick over, taken by Coco Wilson. He steps out of a high tackle by Purcell, but he's finally put down there by the hooker from Winton. He gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Harvey decides to run on his own, runs about 2 metres across field, and he's tackled again by Fogarty, the hooker. He played back to Coco Wilson, gets it away to Tommy Mott. Mott runs hard, brushes off the little hooker from Winton and makes it out about 8 metres before he's tackled. He'll play it back to Hoff. From Hoff it goes to Thompson. Thompson on to Harvey. Harvey knocks on as he goes to take this ball, looking where he's going to pass instead of looking where he was going to take it. So we'll see a scrum back down about 24 metres out, 25 metres out from Barcaldine try line. Looks like Coco Wilson's gone up in the front row. Blucher's dropped back to the second row for Barcaldine. We've got both coaches playing loose head today. It's a Winton ball in, a Barcaldine ball out. Thompson gets around one, gets that ball away to Harvey. Harvey's put down by his opposite number in Dowling. He'll get up and play it back to big Pat Arthur. Pat Arthur gets it away to Lowell Borlison, juggles it, hangs onto it, runs into Purcell, steps out of Purcell's tackle. He's still going. He's held eventually by Patterson, the Winton centre. He gets up, plays it back to Johnny Anderson, comes on to Thompson. Thompson gets it to Mott running hard. Mott runs into the tackle of Fogarty, the hooker from Winton. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Thompson. Thompson gets it on to Blucher, joining in the big front row. He gets the ball back inside to Arthur. Arthur gets it away to the hooker in Moses Harvey. Harvey's got nowhere to go. He's put down there by a couple of Winton defenders. He'll get up and play it back to Thompson, the half. On it goes to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey gets it away to Johnny Anderson, a long pass. Johnny Anderson ducks and weaves, comes back inside. He gets the ball away eventually to Moses Harvey, the Barcaldine hooker. Signal touched by a Winton player, so the tackle count to restart. Tom Mott makes it up to the 22-metre line before he's put down. He'll play it back there to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Thompson. Thompson gets it on to Costello. Costello to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey's held up there. He gets the ball out wide to Searles, the line wide open. He steps around the tackle of Purcell, puts the ball down about 10 or 12 metres out from the left-hand upright. Barcaldine go to a lead of 22 points to 14 after 31 and a half minutes play in the first half of the Barcaldine Showground. I think they're getting me to go calling for LG if I keep this. Could be worse than him. Should be a pretty easy kick for Hoff. He's brought it back to about the 22-metre line. It's only about 10 or 12 metres out from the left-hand upright. Good try to Barcaldine. That Costello fed the ball on to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey got it away and finally went out to Darren Searles on the wing, who's a pretty slippery little customer, and he's run over. Come back inside his the Winton centre in Purcell and scored about 12 metres out from the uprights. Hoff's got this ball set, moves in. Looks all right from here, yes, 2 points. Barcaldine 24, Winton 4. 32 minutes play gone in the first half. I don't care. And once again, Johnson's got this ball set on the halfway line. Moved back, he kicks. Into touch on the full, so another penalty to Barcaldine. A bad mistake by Winton. That's 2 now he's put into touch on the full. 2 penalties, giving Barcaldine possession right on the halfway line both times. Bad mistake. You should at least try and keep that ball in play from the kick-off. Puts you under pressure right from the jump. Harvey takes his tap. He runs out about 2 or 3 metres. He's held up there by Johnson, the Winton front row. He'll get up and play it back to Costello. Costello onto Thompson. Thompson gets it away to Ballison running up there. He runs into the Winton lock in Sullivan. He's held up. So he'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Harvey, dummy half. Harvey gets it away to Blucher. Blucher runs straight ahead, runs through Fogarty, the hooker, gets the ball away to Costello. Costello leaves it behind, and Harvey knocks it on as he tries to pick it up. So we'll see a scrum pack down about 10 or 12 metres in Winton territory. Put in by Winton. It'll be taken out by Fogarty. Fogarty, second row, says referee Tom T. Hall. We'll see a penalty go to Barcaldine about 10 metres inside Winton territory. Brett Harvey, no doubt, kick for touch on the grandstand grandstand side of the field. Yes, he moves in. Makes another silly mistake. The ball doesn't go out. It's taken by Eddie Cairns, the Winton ringer. He's tackled there on the 22-metre line by Joe Hopp, his opposite number. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it to the Winton second rower in Laffin. He's tackled after a couple of metres. He'll play it back to Cairns. A dummy half. Cairns gets the ball away to right, the second row. He runs into Tommy Mott over the top. Underneath looked like Lyle Ballison. No, it wasn't. Lyle's further out. It was a hooker Harvey. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty away to right. Right's tackled there by Mott about 2 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Plays it to Fogarty. It goes on to the 5'8" in Dowling. It was the half-back. It comes back to Joey Hoff. He runs around one. He runs into the other Fogarty, and he's put down about 23 metres, 24 metres out. Plays it back to Brett Williams, the Barcaldine fullback. He runs up into a tackle of man underneath, and Fogarty helping him put Williams down. He get up, play it back to Hoff. Hoff gets it away to Blucher. Blucher throws a pass back to Hoff, and he's tackled there pretty well in the same place, so he play it back. Plays to Harvey, on to Thompson, on to Harvey again. Harvey steps under a feeble head-eye attempt by Purcell, but he's finally tackled by Fogarty. He gets up, plays it back, goes on to Ballison. Ballison out wide, a long cut-out pass to Searles. Referee's ruled it a forward pass. Cut out 2 or 3 men on his own side and ruled it a forward pass. We see a scrum pack down for the forward pass. About 5-10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. I thought it was quite a legit pass. A line wide open again, but anyway. Barcaldine win the scrum. Thompson, he gets it away to Paddy Arthur eventually along the ground. Paddy picks it up. He's held up there by Purcell. Plays it back to Brett Harvey. On to Thompson. On to Tommy Mott. The only forward in Barcaldine side that's running. It's knocked on by both sides, so no doubt we'll see a scrum pack. No play on when Boo Boo Man dives on it for Winton, so he gets up and plays it back to Kearns. Kearns runs into Blackjack Thompson. He'll get up and play it back. Plays it to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Johnson. Johnson props and stops and comes back and taken underneath by Coco Wilson. Over the top, Lyle Ballison. He'll get up, play it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to the second rower in Laffin. Laffin gets it back to the hooker in Fogarty. He ducks under a feeble attempt by Joe Hopp. Taken underneath by Thompson. He'll get up and play it back to Johnson. Johnson gets it away to Fogarty. Fogarty cuts out one, gets it away to Dowling. Dowling gets it onto the fullback Solomon. Solomon onto Patterson. Patterson's tackled about 2 metres out by Paddy Arthur. Gets up, plays it back. It comes on to Purcell. Purcell's over the line. Can he get the ball down? Yes, a try to Winton. So with about 2 minutes to half-time, about 38 minutes of play, Winton 8, Barcaldine 24. That a try for Winton scored by number 4, Tyrone Purcell. We see Johnson has his ball set. Touchdown Thompson went over and made a report there to referee Hall. He's called timeout. The Winton kicker is placing this ball. Must have been for the ball falling off the mount. He called timeout, but anyway. Johnson's got this ball set now. Moves in. Should be an easy 2 points, yes. Barcaldine 24, Winton 10, with about 2 minutes to go to half-time. We'll see Hoff put this ball back into play. Kicking to the outer side of the field. Johnson with his back turned, calling his players up. Hoff puts it deep down to the Winton winger in Lenton. It's spinning around. Taken nicely there by Lenton. He runs out, runs into Searles. Gets the ball away though to Patterson, the centre. It's not Patterson, the centre. It's a second rower in Laffin. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Wright, the other second rower. He's held up there by a couple of Barcaldine defenders, one of whom was Harvey. He gets up, plays it back, comes to Fogarty. Fogarty gets the ball on to the second rower in Laffin this time. And Laffin's put down right on the halfway line. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to the hooker Fogarty. Gets it away to his brother, the halfback, and he's tackled right on the halfway line. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it on to Johnson. Johnson gets the ball on to Mann. Mann's held up there by Johnny Anderson. He'll play the fifth tackle just inside Barcaldine territory. Dived on by Johnny Anderson after being played by Winton. He plays it back to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur gets it on to Tommy Mott. Tommy Mott runs into a tackle of Johnson over the top. Underneath is Fogarty. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Costello. Costello out to Blucher standing wide out in the backs. He comes back inside, but he's well tackled there by Tyrone Purcell. Gets up and plays it back to Coco Wilson. Coco Wilson gets it on to Lyle Ballison. Lyle Ballison runs up into a tackle of Winton Lock in Sullivan. He's held up on the half-time hooter. Plays it, comes through Thompson. Through Arthur. Arthur kicks deep into Winton territory. Under it's Eddie Cairns, the Winton winger. He's held up there by Johnny Anderson. No doubt the half-time score. Barcaldine 24, Winton 10. Quite a good first half at the Barcaldine showgrounds. Barcaldine, I think, have had the best of the play, but the last couple of minutes, Winton have started to get their act together. They're running a little bit better, so we should come back to a pretty bright and fiery second half. The outer side of the ground as the hooter goes to start the second half. The fields are taken the side. Have a look around. I can't see any replacements in either side to date. Both sides look intact. Fields have taken the sides. I can't see any replacements in either side yet in the second half. Winton defend the racecourse end in this half. Barcaldine to run from the hospital end. Barcaldine leading 24 points to 10. Barcaldine's got this ball set for the kick-off. Hoff moves in, the whistle's gone, puts the ball deep into Winton territory. Bounces just in the in-goal area, picked up by Solomon, the Winton fullback. He runs it out, runs round 1-2. He's put down over there by Blucher about 20 metres out from his own try line. He'll get up, play it back. It comes through to Sullivan, the lock forward. He makes it outside the 22-metre line before he's held up there by Tommy Mott over the top underneath Blackjack Thompson. Plays it to Fogarty. It goes on to Johnson. From Johnson it goes to Laffin, the second row. Laffin's put down by Blucher about 26 metres out. He plays it to Fogarty. Come to his brother, the halfback, Gordon Fogarty. He puts it back inside the Boo-Boo man. He's taken underneath by Thompson. He gets up, plays it back to Johnson. Johnson shows the ball. He runs, throws a wide pass out to Kearns. Kearns gets it back inside to the second row and Wright's held up about the halfway line on the fifth tackle. He plays it back to Fogarty, on to Gordon Fogarty. Fogarty kicks deep into Barcaldine territory. Searles is back there waiting for it. Takes it nicely too. He's held there by his opposite number in Kearns. He'll get up and play it back. Tommy Mott at dummy half. Tommy Mott's got no one there to pass it to. Yes, he has now. He gets it away through to Thompson, onto Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur's held there by Tyrone Parcell, about 22 metres out from his own try line. Plays it back to Coco Wilson. Coco Wilson runs straight ahead. He's held there by the Winton lock forward in Sullivan. He gets up, plays it back, plays it to Harvey. Over top goes the marker in Fogarty, and he's held up. He plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away with Blackjack Thompson onto Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur runs into a couple of Winton defenders, one of whom is right, the other is Laffin. He's held up there on the... Must have been a knock on there in that one. I didn't see it, but anyway, a scrum to pack down about 24 metres out from Barcaldine trial, and one Winton player down. The player's held up momentarily while trainer comes on to have a look at him. They've got a bit of a lull in play. It's a bit easier this half probably to pick the Winton players. You can see their numbers from behind. Barcaldine players don't matter so much. I know most of them by sight and sound. Costello's out there talking pretty sternly to his players, probably telling them none of this lapse we had last week against Longreach. Right, that Winton player, the lock forward, Sullivan's back on his feet. We see the scrum to pack down. Fogarty to feed the scrum, put in by Fogarty, quickly taken out by Thompson. Thompson bobs weave, steps around one, gets the ball away to Brett Williams up into the line. Brett Williams tackled just inside Barcaldine half. He'll get up and play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson doesn't make much ground. He runs straight back into the ruck and he's held up there. Plays it to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Thompson. From Thompson comes on to Costello, on to Brett Harvey. Pretty solid tackle by Purcell and Fogarty. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Harvey. Harvey props around him, has a look, pass it back to Thompson. Thompson knocks on. So we'll see a scrum go down about 10 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Fogarty to feed this ball. Put in by Fogarty. It should be taken out by Fogarty. Yes, taken out by Gordon Fogarty. Runs into Blackjack Thompson. Pushes Thompson off. He's finally put down by Johnny Anderson. Loses the ball. Picked up by Anderson. He's held up there by Patterson, the Winton centre. He'll play it back. Comes through to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson got Coco Wilson with him now. He's struggling. He makes it to the halfway line before he's put down. Over the top was Boo Boo Man. He plays it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Thompson. Thompson on to Costello. On to Blucher running wide. Blucher's held up out here. One of the tacklers is right. The other was Fogarty. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it to Costello. Costello gets it onto Harvey. Harvey drops the ball. It's dived on by Mann. Mann's held there by Tommy Mott. He'll get up and play it back to Gordon to Fogarty, the hooker. He held up there. Brett Harvey over the top. I couldn't see who was on the yes, with Tommy Mott underneath. He gets up, plays it back to Mann. Mann gets it away to the lock forward in Sullivan. Sullivan's put down over there by Costello and Thompson. He'll get up and play it back to Wright, the second row. Wright gets it away to Fogarty. Fogarty on to Purcell. Purcell gets it away to Dowling, the 5 out, playing outside him. May have switched places, those two players. So he'll play it back to Solomon. Solomon gets it away to Purcell. Purcell runs up, held up by Harvey, gets it away, knocked down by Johnny Anderson, dived on, dropped by Johnny Anderson, picked up by Winton coach in Johnson. Johnson's held up over there, so it should go back to first tackle on Winton. He'll get up and play it back to the little pullback in Solomon. Solomon gets it away to Fogarty, the second row, running with him man. Now Fogarty's put down the nice tackle there by Balderson, I think it was, and he plays it back and it's put down by Tommy Mott. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it on to Johnson. Johnson steps out at once, held there by Moses Harvey, so he'll play it right on the 22-metre line. He plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to the halfback Fogarty. He puts a little chip over the top, running back for Blackjack Thompson, the Barcaldine halfback. He gets the ball away to Williams. Williams nicely tackled on the 22-metre line there by the Winton lock in Dowling. 5'8" in Dowling. Dowling, he plays it back to Anderson. Anderson's held again by Dowling. And a second rower in right. He'll get up, play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets it on to Costello. Costello on to Coco Wilson. Coco Wilson runs into a tackle of Shane Mann. He's put down there. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Harvey. Goes on to Thompson, on to Harvey. Harvey kicks right across the open field. Winton fullback Solomon going across, but he lets it bounce twice, but he finally picks it up. He gets the ball away then to Eddie Cairns out wide. Eddie Cairns runs out of a tackle of Paddy Arthur. He's finally put down by Blackjack Thompson. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Solomon. Solomon makes a couple of metres before he's put down by Lyle Ballers, and he gets up, plays it back. It goes on to the lock forward and Sullivan. Sullivan's put down just about 20 metres inside Barcaldine territory. He'll get up, play it back to Wright. Wright gets it away to Fogarty. Fogarty on to Purcell. Yes, Purcell looks like he's moved into 5'8". He tries to go through a gap, but he's taken there by Costello over the top underneath Tommy Mott. Plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it on to Shane Mann. Shane Mann runs into a tackle of Brett Harvey. Over the top once again, Tommy Mott. He'll get up and play it back to Fogarty. On to Fogarty, the knocked down by Barcaldine player, dived upon by Costello, the Barcaldine coach. He gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Harvey decides to have a run on his own. He only makes a metre or two before he's put down by Mann. He'll get up and play it back to Costello. Costello on to Thompson. Thompson on to Tommy Mott. Tommy Mott runs into the tackle of Purcell, and Fogarty eventually put him down. So he'll get up, he'll play it back. Looks like Joey Hoff, the winger. He has a run on his own. He runs into the second rower in right, the other second rower, Laffin. He's put down there, he'll play the ball back to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey on to Lyle Ballison running out in the back. He steps around one, but can't step around the tackle of Mann and Wright, and he's put down on the fifth tackle. Plays it to Paddy Arthur. Arthur to Harvey. Harvey puts boot the ball across field. Might be too long now. Solomon goes back, picks it up just inside his own 22 metre. He runs out and runs into a tackle of Searles and Coco Wilson. He'll get up and play it back to Fogarty. It comes to Kearns, the blind winger. He steps out of a feeble attempt by Darren Searles, finally held by Thompson. Gets up, plays it back to Fogarty, the hooker. He runs 8 or 10 metres. He's held there by Tommy Mott, and could be Coco Wilson, the other fellow. He'll get up, play it back. Comes through to Fogarty, on to Purcell. Purcell, the nice pass to Dowling. Dowling goes back inside. He's held there by the Barcaldine 5'8" and Harvey. Barcaldine come up with it, but no, says the referee. So a penalty will go to Winton. That bloke will tackle with the ball. Barcaldine come up with it. See Blucher there asking the referee what the penalty was for. Costello's up telling him to get back out the road. Don't worry about it. Winton got a free kick right on halfway. Johnson to put this ball to the grandstand touchline. Johnson kicks the touch, finds touch to about 22 metres out, 23 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. Letton up to take the second kick. He takes it, runs ahead, runs into the tackle of Costello and Blucher. He's put down right on the 22 metre line. He'll play it back to Laffin. Laffin gets it away to right, the other second row. He's put down by Lyle Ballison. He'll get up, play it back. Plays it to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to the Sullivan, the lock forward. They're about 8 to 10 metres out from Barcaldine try line. He plays it back. Fogarty on to Gordon Fogarty. He breaks out of a tackle of Brett Harvey, but he's held up there by Blackjack Thompson. He'll get up and play it back to his brother in the hooker. It goes through Johnson. A long pass out to the 5'8" in Dowling. Dowling gets it out wide over the sideline. He's looking for Eddie Kearns out there. But we'll play a scrum for the forward pass from the Winton player. It's only about 10 metres out, 12 metres out from Barcaldine try line. Thompson to feed this scrum. Thompson puts it in. Thompson takes it out. Lyle Ballison takes it out the lock forward. He'll play it back to Thompson, the halfback. He has a run on his own. He's held up there by a couple of Winton players. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Ballison. Ballison gets it away to Mott. Mott runs into a tackle of it. Underneath is the hooker in Fogarty, over top, Boo Anderson. And right, the other second row. He'll get up, play it back. Plays it to Harvey. Harvey gets it away out wide. It goes through to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Searle. Searle steps out of one tackle. He's got Solomon, the fullback, to beat, but he can't beat Solomon's tackle. He's held up there just inside Winton territory. Plays it back to Tommy Mott. He gets it on to Moses Harvey. Gets it on to Lyle Ballison. Lyle Ballison goes up the middle, runs into the tackle of Johnson over the top. Underneath was Fogarty. He'll get up, play it back to Harvey. It goes to Brett Harvey, the 5'8", on to Roy Thompson, on to Coco Wilson. Coco Wilson's held up there by Tyrone Purcell about 20 metres, 15 metres inside Winton territory. Plays it to Harvey. He goes on to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey kicks over the top. Eddie Cairns moving back. takes the ball nicely about 5-10 metres out from his own try line, runs it out, runs into a tackle of Tommy Mott, bumps him off, but Mott finally tackles him, cans to get up and play this ball. He looks like he might have been hurt in that tackle of Mott. Quite a legit tackle too. He spun off Mott, fell to the ground. Mott made sure of him by diving back on him. He's back to his feet now, Eddie Cairns. Looked like it might be a replacement come up in the bar Calden's side. I see Philip Edgerton warming up and Coco Wilson heading towards the try line, sideline. Yes, the first tackle played back. It goes on to right, the second row. He's tackled on the 22-metre line, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Laffin. Laffin's put down there by Thompson and Edgerton underneath. He's just come on. He plays it back. It comes on to the big Winton front rower in... No, it's not. I'm wrong. It was the second rower in Laffin. He plays it back, comes through Fogarty onto Purcell for the little kick over. It's bouncing, bounces back for Dowling. Dowling picks it up nicely. Gets the ball away again to Purcell. Purcell's finally held by Brett Williams on the fifth tackle. He plays it to Solomon. Solomon onto Wright. Wright gets it away to Fogarty. Fogarty puts it up. Back inside again. It's taken by Joey Hoff. Hoff runs around, runs across field. He's held up there by the Winton hooker in Fogarty. Right on the 22-metre line. He'll get up and play it back to Blucher. Blucher, it goes on to Edgerton. Edgerton's got Searles with him, but he decides to take the tackle of Cairns. He'll get up, play it back to Searles. From Searles it comes on to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson runs straight back into the four from Winton. Put down by Fogarty underneath. Over the top is Johnson. He'll get up, plays it back to Edgerton. Edgerton gets it away to Thompson. Through Thompson to Costello. Costello takes a tackle just outside the 22-metre line. Winton into the ground. Plays it up Paddy Arthur. It goes through Blackjack Thompson's legs. He goes back, picks it up. Knock on, says referee Hall. Straight through his legs it went, so I don't know. Definitely not a knock on. A bad decision there by the referee. And we'll see a scrum pack down right on the 22-metre line. Winton 5'8" Dowling back on his feet when he found out it wasn't going to be held up for him. It's Winton ball in. It should be a Winton ball out. Taken out by Fogarty, the Winton halfback. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to his hooker in Fogarty, gets it away to Purcell. Purcell tries to step back inside. He's put down there by Brett Harvey. He gets up, plays it back, goes through to Sullivan, the lock forward for Winton. He's held up by Blucher over the top. Underneath is, couldn't see who that was, Paddy Arthur I think it was. Comes back to a Winton player. Knock back, says the referee. He'll get up. He plays it back. Fogarty, it comes through to the halfback in Fogarty. Goes to Boo Boo. Man, he knocks the ball on. Picked up by the Winton centre, or the Winton winger it was in Eddie Cairns, but a knock on to be played about 10 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. It's hard to see. Thompson feeds his scrum, comes out to Thompson, free kick Winton. Hooker's foot up, I'd say. No, he's reeling second row from Thompson. And now he's reeling foot up by Harvey. So free kick to Winton, only about 10 metres out. To be taken, tap to be taken by Sullivan. He takes a tap. He runs up into Lyle Balderson. He's held up about 1.5 metres out. We've got Fogarty the hooker. He gets it away to his brother. He's held up there by Tommy Mott. He's tackled, loses the ball, picked up by Peter Blucher. Blucher will get up and play up a Barcaldine. About 1 metre out, plays it to Costello. Costello's got nowhere to go. He runs into Johnson, his opposition coach. He'll get up and play it back. Looks like Brett Harvey up at dummy half. He gets the ball away out wide to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson makes a couple of metres before he's held up. He plays it back. It goes out to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey's got Johnny Anderson with him. He steps back inside. Knocked down by Fogarty. He'll get up, play back to Phil Edgerton. Edgerton gets the ball away to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson kicks downfield, taken nicely by Solomon just inside his own 22-metre line. He runs into the Barcaldine territory before he's put down there. Underneath is Thompson over the top Edgerton. He'll play it back to Patterson, the centre. He gets it away to Boo Boo Man, who's put down there by Edgerton. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Laffin. Laffin runs hard, straight ahead, held by Thompson and Arthur. Gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Fogarty behind him. Knocked back, said the referee. He's held by Blucher. Gets the ball away to Mann. Mann runs into a tackle of Lyle Balderson. Gets it away to Wright. Wright gets it away out wide to the lock forward in Sullivan. Sullivan gets it away to Dowling. Dowling onto Patterson, onto Dowling. Then out to Eddie Cairns. Eddie Cairns, forward pass. So we see a penalty go to Barcaldine about 26 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. Harvey kick for touch on the outer side of the field. Barcaldine leading 24 points to 10. 15 minutes of play in the second half. No addition to the score. There's Harvey's kick. He'll find touch too, about right on the halfway line. So we'll see the second kick to be taken, no doubt by the... Yes, it's the hooker Harvey coming up to take the second kick. He gets the ball away to Balderson. Balderson runs up into a tackle of Mann over the top. He'll get up, play it back to Harvey. Harvey gets the ball away to Edgerton, the replacement player for Coco Wilson. He's held up. He's put down the heavy tackle there by Mann. A knock on, he said, so we'll see another scrum pack down just inside Winton territory. A Barcaldine player down, looks like it could be Lyle Balderson. Struggling back to his feet. We'll see the scrum pack down here now. Winton straight down into the scrum. Barcaldine haven't packed yet. They're still bobbing and weaving there. Now they pack down. The ball goes in by Fogarty, taken out by Thompson. Thompson gets up, plays it to Edgerton. Edgerton has a run across, runs into Purcell, gets the ball away to Paddy Arthur. A long pass to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson gets it away to Joey Hopp. Hopp's running down the inside touchline. He's tackled only about 15, 18 metres out. He'll get up and play it back to Johnny Anderson. Anderson got Arthur inside him. He gives a long pass to nobody. Brett Williams, the Barkey fullback, into the movement. He's held up there by Wright and could be Patterson, the Winton centre. Yes, it is. He gets up, plays it back, plays it to Harvey. Harvey gets it away to Thompson, onto Harvey, onto Lyle Balderson. He runs into Tyrone Purcell, and he's put down about 18 metres out. Very slow getting back to his feet. Plays it to Mott, comes on to Harvey, on to Blackjack Thompson, on to Costello. Costello not looking where the ball was coming from, looking where it was going, and he knocks on. So we'll see another scrum pack down about 20 metres out from the Winton try line. He was having a look to see where he's going to pass that one, not where he's going to take it. All right, Winton ball into the scrum. Taken out by Thompson. He's got Harvey outside him. Gets it away to Harvey. On to big Paddy Arthur. Arthur steps out of 1-2. Yeah, stretches out in the tackle. Puts the ball down right between the uprights. There's the first points in the second half. Barcaldine will go to a lead of 28 points to 10 after 19 minutes of play in the second half. Anyone a bit shorter than Paddy Arthur may not have reached that, but he reached full stretch. Put that ball out right between the posts. Should be a pretty simple kick for Hoff. I've got this ball set only about 12 metres out from the goal post. Pretty well in centre field. Closer to the left-hand upright, but should be a fairly simple kick. Win here today, Barcaldine play Blackall next week. It should assure Barcaldine of the first semi-final at home anyway. They'll finish up minor premiers on top of the table at the end of the game. There's a successful kick from Hoff. Barcaldine now lead 30 points to 10. That's 5 out of 6 for Joey Hoff. He missed his first attempt, which was a penalty from just inside the halfway line. But 5 tries, 5 conversions to Joe Hoff. Mightn't be the fastest winger in the competition, but certainly worth his place in the side as a goal kicker. We see Johnson with this ball placed. He kicks comes off the side of his boot, goes back to Lyle Balderson. He breaks out of a feeble tackle by Eddie Cairns. He makes it up inside Winton territory before he's finally put to ground by the lock forward in Sullivan. He plays it back to Tommy Mott. Mott gets it away to Blucher. Blucher runs into Shane Mann. He can't get out of Mann's tackle. He'll get up and play it. He plays it back to Edgerton. Edgerton gets it away to Thompson. Thompson on to Harvey. Harvey to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur busts out of one tackle, but he's held by the second man in Dowling. I think it is, yes, Dowling. He gets up, plays it back to Harvey. Goes on to Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey's running across field. Straightens up now. Runs into Boo Boo Man and another Winton player. He's held up there about 10 metres inside Winton territory. He'll get up and play it back to Tommy Mott. It goes on to Moses Harvey, on to Lyle Balderson. Lyle Balderson gives a little kick through. Costello charging through onto the ball. Dived on by the Winton centre in Patterson. We've got a free kick to Bar Calden for a late tackle after he passed that ball. We see now a penalty to Bar Calden about 24, 25 metres out, right in centre field. No doubt Hoff will have a go for another 2 points. Silly move that because Costello hasn't got much pace, and the Winton centre Patterson beat him to the ball quite easily. And instead of Winton having possession, they now lost a penalty. Looks like it could be a certain 2 points to Bar Calden. Gary Ludkin from home. We see Lyle Balderson leaving the ground on the outer side, and looks like Gary Ludkin could be the replacement player coming on. Hoff's just about got this ball set for the penalty. Moves back. Moves a couple of paces to the side. Now he moves in. It's in the air. Yes, both flags in the air. Bar Calden 32, Winton 10. About 18 minutes of play remaining in the second half of this game in the fixtures, third round fixtures. Gary Ludkin's a replacement player for Lyle Balderson. So we won't miss anything by Ludkin coming on. He's a pretty determined little player, a hard runner, a good defender. Johnson's got this ball set now. Moves in, puts boot to ball. I don't think this is going to go 10 metres. Yes, it did. It found touch just outside Phil Mitchell, the touch judge on the outer side. So we'll see a scrum pack down pretty well on the 10-metre line, maybe 10.5 metres, we'll put it that way. Thompson to feed this scrum. Thompson puts it in. Bar Calden take it out, goes to Harvey, on to Paddy Arthur. Paddy Arthur's held up there by Dowling and Purcell. He'll play the ball back to Moses Harvey. Harvey spins around, gets the ball away to the replacement player in Ludkin. He bounces into Johnson, bumps Johnson off, but he rebounds, and Johnson finally holds him with Fogarty. He'll get up, play it back, plays it to Harvey. It goes on to Thompson, on to Brett Harvey, on to Costello out in the centres, on to Phil Edgerton running out in the centres also. He's held up there by the lock forward and Sullivan. He'll get up, play it back to Costello, on to Tommy Mott. Straight ahead goes Mott. Makes 5 or 6 metres before he's put down by the second rower in Laffin. He plays it back to Edgerton. Edgerton gets it away to Costello. Costello on to Blucher. Blucher throws a pass forward, kicked by Searles, knocked on by the Winton fullback in Solomon, but no doubt the scrum will go back for the forward pass off Blucher. So we've got a scrum about 25 metres out from the Winton try line. Fogarty for Winton to put this ball in. Fogarty puts it in. Thompson takes it out. Bar Calden win one against the feed, so Thompson get up, play it back. He'll play it to Edgerton. Edgerton decides to have a run his own. He runs up into Fogarty, the hooker. He's put down. He'll play it back to Ludkin. Ludkin gets it away to Tommy Mott. Tommy Mott runs a bit across field, but he's tackled by Tyrone Purcell. Gets up, plays it back to Ludkin. Ludkin gets it away to Brett Harvey. He's got Paddy Arthur running up on the inside. Paddy runs up, busts into a couple of tackles, but he's held there by the second rower in Laffin. He'll get up, play it back to Thompson. Thompson gets it away to Moses Harvey. Moses Harvey on to Edgerton. Edgerton ducks under a tackle of Purcell, but he's finally held by Purcell and Wright. He'll get up and play it back to Ludkin. Ludkin gets the ball away to Harvey. Harvey, a little grubber kick through onto the try line, taken by Solomon. He brings it just out of his, into the field of play. Kearns at dummy half. Kearns runs it out about 4 or 5 yards. He's tackled there by Costello. Costello plays it back to Laffin. Laffin runs it out about 10 metres, 12 metres out from the try line before he's tackled. He'll play it back to Kearns. Kearns decides to have a run his own. He makes it to the 22-metre line. He's put down there by Ludkin. Gets up and plays it back to Fogarty. From Fogarty it comes onto the lock forward and Sullivan. Sullivan's put out on the 5th tackle about 25 metres out from his own try line. Plays it back to Fogarty. On it comes to Purcell. Purcell kicks it straight down Joey Hopp's throat. Yes, taken by Hopp just in his own half. He's quickly set upon by Linton, the second rower. He'll get up and play it back to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson runs across field, runs backwards. Now he's still running across field. He's starting to straighten up. He's looking for his winger in Searles. He's got the ball away to Searles. Searles drops it. Picked up there by a Winton winger in Kearns, but the referee had blown the whistle a bit prematurely. Otherwise, it should have been a Winton ball. He didn't wait for the advantage. And we'll see a scrum go down here about 22, 23, no, a bit further than that, 25 metres out from Winton line. Time off, says referee Hall. Time back on. Must have been straightening his socks. Now we see. Winton ball in. Looks like it should be a Barcaldine ball out. Yeah, taken out by Fogarty. Got away nicely to Harvey. Harvey's got no one to beat the line, wide open, and he puts it down pretty well beside the goal post. Thompson got that ball away nicely around his opposition. Harvey there, no one to beat the line, wide open. Straight through, put it down about a metre on the left-hand side of the uprights. Barcaldine go to a lead of 36 points to 10. We've still got about 12 minutes of play in the second half. Oh, that's it. Be cool. Hoff's got this ball set about 12 metres out from the uprights, from the goal line, about a metre on the left-hand side of the uprights. Moves back, moves in. Yes, it looks a pretty good kick from here. Barcaldine go to a lead of 38 points to 10. About 11 and a half minutes of play remaining at the Barcaldine showground. Johnson's got this ball set back on halfway for the kick-off. Yeah, kicks it not very far. Bouncing up nicely for Blucher, the front rower. He picks it up. He breaks out of 1 or 2 tackles, loses the ball, goes into touch just about a metre in front of where he lost it. So a scrum to pack down about 6 metres inside Barcaldine territory. Barcaldine leading 38 points to 10. Fogarty feeds this ball, taken out by Thompson, another one against the head. He's held up there by Purcell, the Winton centre, playing at 5'8". Plays it to Edgerton. From Edgerton comes on to Costello, on to Ludkin. Ludkin will run hard. He bumps into the tackle of Fogarty, but can't get away from it, and he's put down. He'll get up and play it back to Paddy Arthur. He played to Arthur, gets it away to Costello, out wide to Edgerton. Edgerton runs across. He's tackled out there by Eddie Cairns, the Winton winger. He'll get up, play it back to Blucher. Blucher gets it away to Thompson, on to Mott. Mott runs into a tackle of Purcell. He's put down on the cricket pitch just inside Winton territory. He gets up, played back to Harvey. Harvey on to Thompson. Thompson on to Arthur. Arthur decides to have a run. He runs into the tackle of Patterson, but he gets the ball away to Brett Williams. Brett Williams loses it behind him and dived on by Williams, but we're going to play the knock on. Scrum to pack down about 12 metres inside Winton territory. Winton to feed this. Winton put it in right behind his second rower's feet. Must be a penalty to Bar Calden. Didn't even go in the scrum. Had run along behind Johnson's feet, come down the outside of the scrum. Penalty to Bar Calden about 12 metres inside Winton territory. Harvey to kick for touch on the greenstone side. Doesn't make much ground, but makes sure of it. It's still about 25 metres out. Harvey, the hooker, to come up and take this second kick. He takes the second one, runs himself, makes it up to the 22-metre line before he's put down there by the second rower in right. He'll get up and play it back to Costello. Costello to Mott. Mott charges ahead. He makes it to about 18 metres out before he's held up there by Purcell and Johnson. He plays it back. It was a reflex action from Mott, that one. Could be a penalty go to Winton here, though. It's silly play from Bar Calden. They're leading 38 points to 10. There's no need for it. Only about 9 minutes, 8 minutes of play. Yes, a penalty went to Winton from that one from Mott. So Winton get a penalty about 15 metres out from their own try line. Johnson kicks for touch. Finds touch too, about 10 metres inside his own territory. Second kick there taken quickly by Linton. Linton runs up, gets it. He's held by Edgerton. Edgerton misses him, but he's finally put over there by Harvey. He'll get up and play it back to Fogarty. Fogarty kicks the ball back in and play the ball. Picked up by Johnson. First tackle again. Gets it away to Purcell. Purcell held up right in centre field. He'll get up and play it back to Johnson. Johnson decides to run his own. He gets the ball out wide to the second rower in right. Running the tackle of Hoff over the top. Underneath was Thompson. He gets up, plays it back to Mann. Mann gets it away to Fogarty. Fogarty on to Johnson. Johnson's held there by Paddy Arthur. Gets the ball back to Fogarty, the hooker. He's put out nicely in a tackle by Thompson. He'll get up and play it back to Johnson. Johnson throws it out wide to Dowling. Dowling on to Purcell running hard, but Purcell finally put down by Paddy Arthur, only about 10 metres out. He gets up, plays it back to Dowling. Dowling gets it onto the second row. It looked like Laffin. Laffin's held up there. Sullivan up at dummy. No, Sullivan moves back. It's Johnson at dummy half. Johnson hurls a long pass way out over the sideline. He's hurling that pass for the winger. It wasn't a cutout pass. It was just a hurl at the sideline. And he says scrum to go down about 12 metres out from Bar Calden try line. There's a couple of players down in centre field. I can't see who they are. Looks like could be Tyrone Purcell and Brett Harvey. Brett Harvey's struggling back to his feet. I think Tyrone will get up too. He's a pretty tough little customer. He's limping fairly badly, but he's back on his feet, wandering back. So we'll see the scrum go down about 10, 12 metres out from Bar Calden try line. Bar Calden to feed this scrum. They've been winning plenty against the head today, so I don't know what's going on in these scrums, but Winton aren't getting much ball from the scrum. Be Thompson to feed this one. Scrum walking backwards to the mark. They're back now. Thompson puts it in. Thompson takes it out. Penalty Winton. Reaching in and taking the ball out the scrum. So we see Kearns up, take a quick tap. He runs into the tackle of Thompson and Blucher. He's put down about 5 metres out. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty decides to go on his own. Can he make it? No. He's held up by Ludkin. He plays it back to Kearns. Kearns gets it away to Johnson. Johnson gets it out wide to Yogi. Thompson just on the field as a replacement. But Yogi knocks it down. So we'll see another scrum pack down about 5 or 6 metres out from Bar Calden try line. Looked like Yogi Thompson might have come on to replace Brett Harvey at 5'8". If he picked that one up, she was close the gate, but he knocked her down. Fogarty to feed this scrum for Winton. Fogarty puts it in. It looks like it could be a bar calling ball. Out quickly to Yogi Thompson, on to Paddy Arthur, on to Johnny Anderson. Johnny Anderson's got Hoff outside him. He's got Yogi Thompson outside him, but Yogi Thompson once again drops the ball, and it dived on by Purcell, the Winton centre. He'll get up and play it back to Linton. No, it's not Linton. Linton's got it now. It was Dowling. Patterson he played it back to. It come on to Linton. He'll get up again, play it to Tyrone Purcell. Purcell gets it inside to Fogarty. Fogarty back to Laffin, the second rower running off him, and he's put down there by Ludkin. He'll get up, play it back. Comes through to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it out to the 5'8" in Dowling. Dowling runs into a tackle of Phil Edgerton out there, and Thompson, halfback, he's held up. He'll play it back to Solomon. Solomon onto the lock forward in Sullivan. And Sullivan's tackled over there by Phil Edgerton, I think it was, underneath him, over top Johnny Anderson. He'll get up, play it back. Comes through, comes to Fogarty. Fogarty goes back inside. He steps around one, steps around two. He's finally put down, gets his ball away there to the centre in Patterson, and Patterson's tackled about 10 metres out from the Barcaldine try line. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Wright, the second rower. Wright runs into a tackle of Gary Ludkin. He's put down on the fifth tackle, still about 10 metres out. Plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it back to the other Fogarty, the halfback. He kicks through. Knocked into touch in goal by a Barcaldine player. So we'll see a goal line dropout with 5 minutes of play left in this game. 38 points to 10. Barcaldine leading Winton at Barcaldine Showgrounds. We'll see Bleacher take this dropout from between the posts. He kicks it deep, down, bounces into touch about halfway between the 22-metre line and the halfway line. So we'll see a scrum pack down about 27 metres out from Winton try line. Fogarty to feed this scrum. Fogarty puts it in, taken out by Fogarty. He steps back inside Thompson. Thompson takes him in a nice bootlace tackle. He'll get up and play it back. He plays the hooker in Fogarty. It comes through to the second rower in Wright. Wright's tackled by Edgerton, only about 22 metres out. He gets up, plays it back to Fogarty. Fogarty gets it away to Purcell. Purcell's put down there. Over the top was Edgerton. Underneath was Thompson, Yogi Thompson, that is. He plays it to, goes through to Boo Boo Man. Boo Boo Man's put down about 5 metres out. He'll get up and play it back. He plays it back, comes through the second row and right, out to Purcell. Purcell gets it away out wide to Kearns. Kearns knocks the ball on. It's picked up there by Brett Hart. I thought he was replaced by Yogi Thompson. Must have been Darren Searles that was replaced. Brett Harvey's now out in the wing. So he plays it back to Blucher. Blucher's tackled about 22 metres out. He get up and play it back to Buck Rogers. Buck makes a run ahead. He makes it just outside his 22 before he's put down. Gets up, plays it back to Blucher. Blucher gets it on to Thompson, on to Costello, on to Edgerton running through the middle, taken by Boo Boo Man. He'll get up, play it back to Costello. Costello on to Thompson. Thompson's got Harvey, then Johnny Anderson outside him. Johnny Anderson bumps her off one, bumps her off two, gets a nice pass back to Harvey. Harvey got Paddy Arthur out the other side with the line rider. Fogarty chasing hard, but no chance of him catching Paddy Arthur. Arthur's in for a nice try, about halfway between the halfway line and the goal line. 2 minutes of play left. Barcaldine go to a lead of 42 points to 10. I kept the ball alive that time, Arthur there, waiting for the final pass off Moses Harvey. Line wide open. Fogarty didn't have the pace to catch him, and he scored about halfway between the uprights and the goal line. Time running out. Hopp will no doubt take his time with this one. There's only about a minute of play remaining in the fixture game today. Barcaldine leading 42 points to 10. Hoff's got this ball set. Takes a couple of paces. In he comes, puts Bert the ball. It looks all right from here, yes. 44 points to 10. That kick successful. That's about 7 out of 8 for Hoff today. Johnson's got this ball set again on halfway, put it back into play. Only be about 2 tackles from this one before the full-time hooter sounds. He's wasting enough time. Winton will behind. They can't win it. Goes straight to Blucher. Blucher has a run on his own. He steps out of the tackle of Can, sticks out of the tackle of Man, straight into a tackle of a replacement player for Winton in number 15. It looks like it could be the other Purcell. Gets it away to Costello. Costello comes on to Ludkin. Ludkin's tackled right in centre field. Just inside Barcaldine territory. Plays it to Harvey. From Harvey it comes on to Thompson. On to Roy Thompson. A long pass out to Johnny Anderson. He fends off one. He runs into the tackle of Linton and the lock forward in Sullivan. He's held up right on the full-time hooter. So that's the end of the game at the Barcaldine Showground. Barcaldine running out winners 44 points to 10. A very good game from Barcaldine today, much better than last week. They didn't have that second half lapse they had last week. Winton had no answers for Barcaldine's running. They run onto the ball all day and will be very hard to beat in the final. As I said, with Blackall to play next week, they'll go through undefeated in the first, second and third round and no doubt get the first semi-final in Barcaldine. Until our next game at Barcaldine Showgrounds, this is Frank Lawson signing off.